Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to today's vlog. Here to talk about the Pac-12 Championship tonight between number 2 Oregon against number 7 Arizona. Now the Ducks lost to the Wildcats earlier in this season at Eugene 31-24, and they're looking to avenge their long loss. Now for Arizona, they are 10-2, and this is a great physical team on both sides of the field. Now I'm going to talk about both these two teams. For Oregon, this is the bigger match for Oregon because if they win this game, not only will they win the Pac-12 Championship, but they should get a slot for the college football playoff come towards the end of the season. And the Wildcats is looking to spoil their chances. Now they also feature an outstanding quarterback and Heisman frontrunner, Marcus Mariota. And if he has a good game and a victory, he will win this year's Heisman. And I think the race is between him and Wisconsin's Melvin Ingram. Now for Arizona, they feature a good freshman quarterback and a new Solomon who's been doing a great job leading the team as a freshman, and they have a couple of young players around him like Jones, his leading receiver, and Nick Wilson, a good running back behind Solomon. This is going to be a great shootout between these two teams, and this is a big time, a little bit of a rivalry because Arizona has actually been beating Oregon in recent seasons, and Oregon's looking to turn things around and make it to the playoff at the end of the year. Now it's time for me to give you my keys to victory. I'm going to start things off for Arizona. Like I said before, this is a physical team and they need to win through their physicality like they did at Oregon earlier in the season. They did a great job being physical in that line of scrimmage and even attacking the receivers. That's another key point of victory for the Wildcats. They need to attack the wide receivers and using their aerial attack, and that is Oregon's weakness on the defensive side. Also, as sticking on the offensive side, they need to continue to do a good job in using their check releases and throwing the football to their running backs. I think they hit on one-on-one between the running backs and the linebackers. The running back Nick Wilson, as well as his backups, should do a good job outplaying the linebackers and giving you some positive yards. That was the reason why they won their first game. They used a great job wheeling out the running backs for a big score in that matchup at Eugene, and using the physicality overall and just pretty much dominating them physically between the receivers and the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks for Oregon has been struggling this season. Now on the offensive line versus the defensive line, Scooby Wright, their leading sack leader for the Wildcats, was doing a great job getting behind the line of scrimmage and putting a lot of pressure in Marcus Mariota. So defensively, put pressure on Mariota and make him to commit turnovers. Now in 3 games against the Wildcats, Marcus Mariota has actually committed 3 interceptions. So he's pretty much known and prone to having turnovers against the Wildcat team, and he does not really commit turnovers throughout his career, and a good handful of turnovers was against the Wildcats. So the Wildcats must force some turnovers against Marcus Mariota. Now for Oregon, I pretty much talked about Marcus Mariota and the turnovers against Arizona. He needs to narrow down the turnovers, do not commit any turnovers, possibly at most 1 turnover in that matchup, but in this matchup. But hopefully that turnover cannot be costly dearly for this team. But Mariota should do a good job against that Arizona defense because he's actually returning a couple of key offensive linemen to help them out. They were pretty much inexperienced in their first matchup this season, but with the help of the offensive line returning, particularly Jake Fisher, I think that this is going to be a good matchup to help protect Mariota and help him create some big plays offensively. Now on the defensive side, they need to do a great job, pretty much I believe, stopping the run first. Still focus on not giving big plays for the defensive backs. They need to do a good job not giving out big plays. But I think for first things first, stop the running game. They stopped the running game for the Wildcats. I think they can put them in a corner to throw the football more effectively in that matchup and to pretty much stop the run. And that was pretty much a good run of how they lost in their first matchup. They did a great job using the run to set the pass. But in this matchup, I think that Oregon needs to play more physical, more tough, like they did against Stanford in the big victory versus the Cardinals. I think they need to do a good job playing physical and more focus on stopping the run to not allow the pass to set up. I think these could be be a good keys to victory for Oregon in this matchup. Now, my prediction, I think the Ducks is actually going to avenge their long loss this season and make it to the college football playoff, because they have too much at stake here of not only losing the Pac-12 championship, but not making it to the playoff. Also, Marcus Mariota is looking to put an exclamation point in winning this year's Heisman, and if he does have a good game, in which I believe he does, and with a victory, he will win this year's Heisman. Now, his second place, the person I believe he's right behind him, Melvin Gordon, if he has a great game against Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, and Marcus Mariota has a struggle in this matchup, I think that Gordon should steal the Heisman at the end of the season. But this is Marcus Mariota's award to lose. So I'm going to have to go with Mariota and the Ducks over the Wildcats, but this should be an exciting matchup for you guys to watch. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be tomorrow, where I will give you all the previews of the remaining championships for this week. And then I'll see you on Monday for the recap. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.